Good morning, y'all. It's Max with My Kind of Beats. Hope you are doing all right. I've just landed here in Davao City from Cebu. Now, Davao is known as the crown jewel of the Philippines, and it's very, very rich in its exotic fruits. I'm talking its mangosteen, its pomelo, and mainly its durian. Now, it's not durian season right now, but that's not going to stop me from having a durian-filled day. I'm telling you, this city has it in an abundance of varieties. I can't wait to show a few of them to you. I'm excited to bring you along with me today. Let's get it started. Alright, so we made it to the largest market. Let's get in here and see what we can find. So we're gonna try a lot of durian later. Got mangosteen and pomelo, but first I gotta get some breakfast in me. So let's head to the market, find something there. I got a staple for what's known for more of like the cloudy days and the overcast, the cooler days. Definitely not today. But I got the tsokolate, which is just like hot chocolate. I got the puto, which is gonna be the sticky rice with coconut milk. They're gonna put it with a little bit of ginger slices, and then you get sugar on top. Alright, so they got two types of sugars here. They got a white sugar and a brown sugar. Without a doubt, I'm always going to go brown sugar if I have the choice. Oh, not sweet at all. I had that sugar, it's still not sweet. Got a nice little bitter kick at the end of it. But other than that, it's just rich, thick, creamy. Almost tastes like you're drinking a melted down dark chocolate bar. But I said it is really dark, strong chocolate flavor. Oh yeah. Oh. The closest thing I know to relate that to is mango sticky rice that you see in Thailand. But this you get the little ginger aftertaste. It gives you a little bit of spiciness that helps cut through the creaminess of the coconut milk and the heaviness of the sticky rice. I really do like the ginger addition. I mean, it is faint, it is subtle, but I tell you what I really love is that you get to add your sugar on top. Or at least I think you're supposed to do that, because then you get the granules of sugar mixed with that sticky rice, and then so it becomes a little bit creamy from the coconut milk, and you get a lot of textures working together. Oh yeah. Now I don't know if it ever truly gets cold here in the Philippines, but even with it being a hot day here, I feel like I can enjoy this for what it is. Nice, sweet, fill you up, stick to your breakfast. I mean, this isn't the instant packets of hot chocolate I grew up with. This is the real deal. Wow, delicious. So we want to get some durian after breakfast. It's not quite seasoned, so it's still a little expensive, but like I said, if this is going to be the durian place for the Philippines, gotta try some out here. We got the Puyat brand right here, and he's opening it up and it looks gorgeous. Alright y'all, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was excited for this. Look how creamy it looks. Oh, nice, creamy. This one's not too sweet at all. It's almost more like a custard where it's a little bit savory, and then the aftertaste has got a little bit of bitterness to it. Oh yes, I'm just loving how it's not too sweet. Oh. It's got a nice little funk to it, so you can kind of feel it. It's staying like in your mouth, on your breath. You can feel that funkiness a little bit. This one's nice and funky, savory, creamy, not too sweet, and just a hint of bitterness. Oh wow. explosion of juices. I mean, that will help quench your thirst, help cool you down. It's almost like a really good orange, the way when you bite into like this pulp and it just explodes the juices. But to me, it has more of like a watermelon sweetness, subtle sweetness, kind of watery taste to it. Oh yeah, this just needs a few ingredients thrown together, make me a nice pomelo salad. Nothing wrong with this, but we still got mango steam left, so let's head that way. Hey. And this is actually really small compared to what I've had before. I've had mangosteen before in Vietnam, and the actual part you eat was a lot bigger, but I don't know, maybe it's really flavor packed. Just sour. I mean, it is so sour. It just made me pucker right away. It may be small, but that is packing a sour punch. Nice and fruity. Now that is a summer treat for me. Alright, looks like we got out of the fruit bearing section, got more into the vegetables, and now walked into more of like the meat, the chicharron, and more of the dry goods. Well, you can tell the importance of pork here. I mean, everybody's doing pork, and they're doing a lot of it. Wow, this market's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. I just keep working myself further and further into the bag, which I don't even mean to. What you expect from Davao. Look at these beautiful cuts of tuna. Alright, so I came back to the food stall and they actually recommend Balbakwa, which is actually a Cebuano dish, but they say it's delicious and it's delicious. I'm down to eat it. Okay, so Balbakwa actually comes from the Spanish word barbacoa, which actually means to cook over open flame, low and slow, and for a lot of hours. So just from the recipes I've read, it looks like you take the oxtails, you take them, you cook them down, and then you add peanuts, beef brisket, cook it down even more, and then you can start adding things like the spices to get to your flavor. So the star anise, the chili powder, and things like that, so it's a perfect taste for you. And look at this, that lady hooked me up. Look at this massive piece of meat in here. That is a beauty right there. Look at it, you can tell. Look how milky and creamy this broth is. Nice and thick, rich. You can tell it's got like that milky consistency to it. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, you can tell it's just a stewed down broth. I mean, when you stew these oxtails, you get like that milkiness to it. And this is almost like a really thinned out gravy almost. It's so milky. It's got a nice beef flavor to it. It's salty, got a little bit of spices coming through it, but it's not too overpowering. Overall, it's nice and subtle, but I'm ready to dig into some of this meat and combine it with the sauce and rice. Oh, and look at this. You can tell it's just melting in your mouth before you even take a bite. Look at that. Oh, it just comes apart so easily. Scoop a little bit with some rice. Get this first bite. Instantly melt in your mouth. Get it with that rice, and then the flavors come through a little bit more. Of course, you get a little stronger flavor when you actually get a bite of the oxtail. You get it with that rice, and this dish kind of starts to come together how it's supposed to. That's what you gotta love about cooking low and slow with the bones. Things just become so flavor packed, so tender, and just an absolute treat. Alright y'all, I think we got enough here. Had the breakfast, had some fruits, had a nice little meal. Now not only do I need a break from this heat, but I need a little snack break as well. So we're gonna head to a very popular little cafe shop here in Davao City. Alright, when we were here at Lachi's, not really 100% sure how to pronounce it, but this little cafe, little restaurant is extremely popular here in Davao. Alright, so what they're famous for is their Sans Arrival, which is a nice little baked good, but I could not also pass up on the opportunity to get Durian Cheesecake. I really thought they did a durian latte here, but they don't, so I just got a cafe Americano to go with these two little sweet treats. Oh had any coffee yet today. It's my first sip of coffee. Always the best. You know, people love parfaits because they got layers. So it's no surprise people are loving this. Oh, it's just crunching. That first layer crunched. I thought it was gonna be nice and soft like a cake, but that top layer is crunchy. Can you hear this? Oh wow, it's just super crunchy. You got layers of crunchiness going on here. Oh, it's like sticking together. It's got a nice little syrup stickiness to it. I mean, this is just airy, fluffy, light graham crackers with a nice little caramel sweetness, and then you get the nice, light, buttery frosting, the crunchy nuts. So much going on here. This is a top seller for good reason. I mean, it's almost dissolving in your mouth like cotton candy. Oh yeah. It just makes you kind of close your eyes and feel like you're in heaven almost, but yet it's not too much because it's still so light. Oh, and I cannot lie to y'all, I'm excited for this durian cheesecake. It's almost got as strong of a smell as the actual durian this morning, so they're definitely not skipping on the durian and putting it into this cheesecake. Got a nice little graham cracker cookie crust bottom, and then almost like a little durian jam on top. I'm gonna go in for a little bit of everything here. Spread that jam across it. That's pure durian. I mean, that comes at you. That is the durian I ate this morning, but then it gives you the cheesecake texture, mouthfeel, and creaminess. But this is durian, extra sugar, cheesecake texture, that cookie crust bottom. Oh yeah. This isn't just one of the best durian products I've had. This is one of the best cheesecakes I've ever had. Lachi's, still don't know how to pronounce it. They are doing some fantastic baked goods. Oh yeah. And now it makes sense why the store's been open 20 minutes and every seat is already taken. Y'all, that is some top-notch sweet treats. So much so it made me think ahead. Got a few snacks for tomorrow. I'm running on this sugar high and that caffeine. I know I'm about to crash though, so I'm gonna go relax. I will catch y'all tonight, where we're gonna go to the Roxas night market. Okay, y'all, we're back. It is finally time for the Roxas night market, and oh, it is a beautiful thing. It is just covered in grilled meat smoke. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna focus on the grilled meats tonight. I'm at a place I've been to before, really like them, really nice people, so I want to come back to them and give them my service. Oh, you see him right here grilling up high heat, get that fan going to make sure that flame stays on fire. I got that big old slab of pork already grilled up and ready to go. I'm not gonna wait at all. As soon as my rice gets here, I'm gonna start digging in. A little chewy, but I mean they are doing that on that high heat that you can see. That char flavor, the smokiness is so intense. What's the key component? They did not overcook it. It is still juicy. Oh, just a perfectly steamed rice. It's amazing how that can make that bite so much better. Got the just perfect amount of moisture content. So you see everybody eating it here is a little algae salad. I've been told it's good for your kidneys, so nothing else, get a little health benefit from this. Oh wow, that reminds me of seaweed, except it's crunchy. Still got that little bit of slickness on the outside, and like I said, same kind of flavor as seaweed. But other than that, just doused it in some vinegar and get a nice little sour kick in between this meaty pork barbecue beef. That kidney just is so creamy when you bite into it, and again you get the high heat open flame, but the winner is the sauce they douse it in. I mean, I'm just guessing because I really don't know, but it's just a tamarind rich sauce, super sweet, super sugary, almost like a barbecue sauce but no heat at all, so you get almost like a really sweet component and then a slight little tamarind kick at the end of it. Oh yeah, that will keep you going back and eating until there's none left. Oh yeah. The best bite in the house, those chorizo. Look, they poke it open over that high heat. It splits open even more, and it's just purely charred. This is char right here. This isn't sauce. And then they coat it in that same sauce I just had. Oh yeah, this is my favorite bite for sure. The pork meat flavor, the high fat content just causes grease to fall down, high flame, more charcoal flavor, a little sugar in it, it caramelizes, but then again you get that sauce, and I'm telling you what, they sauce up the chorizo. There's not a square little centimeter that doesn't have sauce coated in it. If you come here, you've got to get the chorizo over the barbecue. Oh no. I mean, this is living the life right here. Check it out, I was able to get some chilies, take a couple bites of these in between all this barbecue. I got the isao, which is the chicken intestines. I would say that these are actually really small, but it's okay because they're really cheap as well. You just gotta make sure to get a lot of them. Chili to finish it. Oh yeah. Oh, what I love about those is that you get that meat flavor, you get that intestine texture, and because they are so small, you get that sauce just coated on it. You get so much sauce to the surface area of the isao. Alright y'all, I'm going to go in for another batch of chorizo, but I got to do it right. Start off with the chili like we always do. Oh, so flavorful. Oh, you get with that chili and you're missing no components. You got the spicy, you got the sweet, you got the little bit of sour, you got sauce, you got the melt in your mouth pork, high heat, char. This is living my best life. Oh. What I love about here too is the chilies are free for all. Take as many as you want. Oh, that was a fantastic meal. For real though, the chorizo was where it's at. With that high heat, the char and all that meat. Oh, it was superb. And I'm telling y'all, there's so much here at this Roxas night market. I could probably make a full video here, but I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm ready to head to something sweet, and I got just the thing in mind. Thank you. Alright, y'all, gonna keep the theme with today. Got some durian ice cream. Oh, nice durian flavor, creamy, icy, and cool me off in this Philippines heat. Y'all, it's been Max with My Kind of Eats. I'll catch you at the next video.